Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. These are going to be love messages for my dearest Sagittarius. Sagittarius, these readings are for, or this reading is for anyone who's single, in separation, or maybe in a committed union. We're going to see what messages Spirit and our angels want to bring forth today. So let's go ahead and jump into this. As I'm doing this reading, I'm just going to ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, take a moment to check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards that I'm using, I do have them listed in order of appearance. Also, feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to ring that notification bell. So my dear Sagittarius, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what messages come through before we hop into your reading. New love, beautiful. All right, we see divine timing. Wow, beautiful energy, divine timing at work in your love life here, Sag. And miracles. It's going to feel like a miracle. Absolutely gorgeous. And we get trust. So, Sag, those of you who have been trying to call in or manifest a divine counterpart, they're on their way. Divine timing is about patience, right? Everything's unfolding, happening exactly the way it's supposed to. Spirit and your angels are bringing you this miracle of new love, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what messages come through for my dear Sagittarius. Ooh. All right, so we get the Eight of Wands. I'm going to keep it. What else is there? There's the Justice card. Okay, so some of you guys, what I'm getting here with the Eight of Wands, this is your manifestation. So there's communication. Things are going to happen quickly. Somebody could be coming in from abroad. You could also be manifesting a reconciliation. This new love could also be a recommitment that's taking place. Or some of my Saggies out there, you guys have gone through a divorce or a separation here with the Judgment card in reverse. So you might be feeling a little bit imbalanced, okay? And it doesn't even have to be that you just went through this. It's just something that, maybe, since your last relationship, you haven't seemed to find anybody that sort of matches your energy. So let's go ahead and see what else comes through. You could be dealing with a Libra. You could have Libra in your chart. That was a very interesting reading. So if you feel drawn to the Libra reading, do check it out. Okay, you're being called to trust and to have faith in whatever this is that you're trying to manifest here. Okay. All right, so we see the Hierophant. Wow. So some of you guys, the Hierophant, this is really, truly divine timing at work in your love life. Some of you guys, your person may be maybe in another commitment, whether you know it or not. You might not even know this person, but they might be needing to wrap up a karmic cycle or a contract with somebody else. It doesn't have to be that they're married or they're with somebody else. It could be that they're overseas. It could be a job contract. It could be something that, some sort of contractual obligation, okay, whether it's spiritual or whether it's very 3D in nature. And it may be you. I mean, Sag, it could be that, you need to wrap up some sort of contract yourself. The Hierophant tells me there may be distance between you guys, or you might be very, very different. Okay, so if there is no sort of contract here involved with somebody else or a job or something like that, it could be that you guys have a lot of differences. So it could be a big age gap. It could be your traditions, your beliefs, religion, culture. You come from very different backgrounds, so that could be what led to a separation here if you're trying to rekindle this with somebody. So it's something here that does need to be addressed. This is about family. This is about tradition. This is about behaviors as well. Okay, so something here that may be keeping you guys out of union, again, whether you know them or not. All right, so we get the Four of Swords. So there's some sort of healing here that's taking place. Many of you guys, this is a past situation, and Spirit is saying this can be healed. Okay, Sag, it can be healed if you want it to, but many of you guys, you're also healing from some sort of breakup or disappointment. I feel like it's a long-term commitment that didn't work out for you. We see the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, Sag, you've experienced some sort of betrayal. I don't know that it's with this person, though. I feel like it's some sort of past connection that needs to be purged and released. Okay, something that's been imprinted on your nervous system. The Three of Cups in reverse is about betrayal. It's about sadness. It's about, and it takes us back to that Two of Cups, a long relationship or a love relationship where there was some sort of third party influence. Doesn't have to be that there was a romantic rival, but it could just be, the disappointment of it not going the distance, or finding out that you were very, very different, or somebody, chose their family and their friends over you. It can be many different things, Sag, okay? It could relate to what you're trying to manifest, but for many of you guys, this is something from your past. This seems to be a theme in these readings about doing the shadow work, purging and releasing that which is keeping you away from healthy relationships. King of Discs. So it's important to focus on your stability at this time, your coin, and your health. I do feel like you're calling in what you're trying to manifest. This new love is somebody who's going to offer you safety, security, stability, long term. And it's interesting, this person sort of has their back to us, and what I feel like this person has their back to is like drama. This is going to be somebody who's very down to earth, somebody who's very transparent, somebody who is not going to keep you guessing, Sag, about how they feel about you, what they want. It's somebody who's going to be maybe a little bit on the pragmatic side. I get that this person might work outdoors. That's not going to be for all of you. But it's just somebody who's going to be very safe, very secure. You have to trust, because many of you guys, you feel like either you're not able to manifest this person, or you just sort of gave up on being able to manifest this safety and this security, but it absolutely is coming in for you. So we see the Five of Discs. So there's a little bit of an energy of lack. We see the Nine of Wands in reverse. All right. And we see the Sun card in reverse. And we see the Three of Discs in reverse. Okay. Overall energy, we see the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So with the Knight of Cups in this deck, now I'm an intuitive reader, you guys. In this deck, the Knight of Cups in the upright has a lot of regret and a lot of sadness. Wow. And we see the Ten of Cups. I feel like for many of my Sagittarius, there's somebody from your past that either had a lot of options or treated you like an option, absolutely wants to come in for a second chance. Okay, and you're not going to be so sure about it. So you might have a choice to make here in love. Okay, which direction, if it's going to be new, if it's going to be old. It could be somebody that you love very deeply, but they've hurt you or they've disappointed you in some way. So you're really going to be up in your mind, up in your head about this person coming back in and trying to make a love offer, because there may have been a betrayal, or you may have seen this person as a player. Okay, for some of you, Sag, you're a little bit nervous about making a commitment because of what's happened to you in the past, and there's this healing, and many of you are just focused on your health and on your coin. So these outcome energies, they're a little bit tricky. So we see the Five of Discs. So this is really about some of you guys, you could be single parents. You could also be keeping yourself out of relationships, again, because of whatever this hurt or this betrayal was. It's all up to you. Okay, it's all up to you. And this may be something that you decided a long time ago. I'm just going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on my family. And maybe you've turned your back on love, but Spirit's bringing you some type of miracle here. The Nine of Wands, this is an interesting energy, because in reverse, this is about letting your guard down. I feel as if there's somebody who's getting in under your skin, or maybe that's not the right way to say it. There's somebody who's getting in under your defenses, Sag, when you least expect it. And this is for many of you guys. You may be a little bit older. It doesn't matter how old you are, but you've dealt with somebody who really played you or did you dirty in the past. And you just sort of said, you know what, no more. I don't want to hurt like that ever again. Okay. But what's kind of beautiful is at the same time, you're turning your back on this, but you're also manifesting it. And I feel like without realizing it, you've been through a lot. That's what I'm getting. My Sagittarius, you guys have been hurt in the past or by somebody in particular. And I feel like somebody that you either had children with or you were in a long-term commitment and you just decided to turn your back on love for a bit. Well, guess what? We have your divine counterpart wants in. Many of you guys, you're calling in your divine masculine. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. Okay, even when it's in the reverse. But I also feel like there's something here though. It's like this warning, Sag, that it's really important. It's really important that you don't miss this opportunity. Some of you guys, you've gotten so used to being in a rhythm on your own. You know, the idea of sharing your life, or, you know, worrying about other people's, you know, what they want for dinner, or, you know, things like that. I feel like you're in a very solitary energy. I feel like also there's a need, like the person that you're calling in is going to bring you balance, but I also feel like there's going to be a lot of differences between you guys. Okay, and I'm seeing that there have been some very tough life lessons that you've had to learn with 33 coming out here. You've learned some tough lessons, and I feel like some of my Saggies out there, you guys are nervous about love. You're nervous about making a commitment, and you're not going to be all in at first, and it is going to take some work. Okay, so it's really about doing this shadow work, really purging and releasing this, whatever this sort of betrayal or hurt was from the past, because things are moving ahead for you. Things are moving kind of quickly. But I just keep getting, you might be meeting somebody from overseas or somebody from a different religion. And it is going to be a learning curve. Okay. And it's like, not everything is going to be perfect, but there's healing, there's balance here, and you have to trust. And I feel like your trust has been broken in the past, Sag, okay? But there is happiness here if that's what you want. Some of you guys, you're also going to have a choice, okay? Because you might still be, you know, you still be stuck on this person from the past, even though you don't want anything to do with them, right? You might have just sort of, I feel like many of you put your heart in a box and put it away on a little shelf so that you couldn't feel that pain and that heartbreak anymore. But I feel like somebody's getting in. I feel like somebody's getting in. It's going to be unexpected. The divine is sending you this person. And I feel like they're going to be different than your usual type, or if you kind of normally like creative and spiritual types, they're going to be kind of the opposite. But at the same time, they're going to be just perfect for you. But trust is a huge issue here. Many of you guys, the betrayal that you guys have experienced in the past, because this is like a player type energy, and we see the trust coming out here with the Hierophant and with our other angel here as well. There's something here that you're not going to trust right away. I'm getting major deja vu with this reading too. Okay, so broken heart. Yeah, so this is about mending your broken heart. Yeah, my Saggies, you guys have been through a lot, haven't you? Woman holding a heart. Yep, this is 44, perseverance and stability. So this person is not going to give up. This new person, or this person coming into your life, this King of Discs is what I feel like. They're not going to give up, and they're going to be very transparent about how they feel. It's not going to be without its challenges though, because again, they might come from a very different background or have a different love language than you, but they're going to give you their heart. Okay, they might do it more quickly than you're comfortable with. Okay, and that might be a little bit of a challenge. You might want to put on the brakes here. Yeah, you've been deceived in the past. Okay, so I'm seeing that heartbreak and that deception. Somebody that you loved or you were in a long-term commitment with. But look at that, you're getting... This is this energy of a miracle, because Archangel Gabriel, he delivers news of miracles, right? This came out, I think it was in the Scorpio reading. Some sort of communication. So he delivered the news to Mother Mary that she would be pregnant with Jesus, and he also dictated the Quran to Muhammad. So this is about, you know, speaking your truth. You might have some harsh words for this person too, because they are going to be persistent. You might sort of tell them off at first, and it may be a past person who comes back in that you're going to end up telling off. This person who broke your heart and was deceitful to you. I do see like a little bit of turmoil here, okay? But it's more because of this past person. But I do feel like this new person is not going to be giving up, okay? I also see 4 and then 44 coming out here. So 444, this is an energy of protection, and this is also divine masculine energy. This is somebody who's going to want to come in, claim you, not in some sort of weird way, although you might feel like it's a little bit like macho. Again, these are not gender specific readings, but that's what I'm picking up on for some of you. It could be somebody that you're calling in from a different culture, you know, and you're used to being independent. This person's going to come in and they're a little bit, you know, they're very practical. They're going to be very, I don't want to say domineering, but it might sort of take you a moment to sort of calibrate to their energy. Not that you even really have to, but it might sort of rub you the wrong way at first, because this person is very decisive. This person knows that they want you. They want to offer you stability. Okay. They want you and nothing but you, Sag. And it might feel a little bit like it's moving too fast, or that they're a little bit too in your face about it. But I think I think it's actually going to be, you know, work out for you. So we see Angel of Balance. Yeah, this person's going to come in and offer you, offer balance. Okay, offer you balance is actually, I feel like they're going to be perfect in a lot of ways, but you may not see that at first. Okay, so just a little bit of a warning here to make sure that you don't, because I feel like your automatic response here, Sag, is going to be like, tell them no, or like, ooh, you know, like, I don't want somebody to come in and tell me what to do, or somebody who's, you know, trying to control me, that type of energy. But I think with a little bit of illumination, you're going to see that actually you can be a beautiful partnership. Okay, that's not about lowering your standards, Sag, and it's about trusting your gut. If somebody makes you uncomfortable or they're not in alignment with you, absolutely, you have the power to say no or to walk away. But Spirit doesn't want you to keep your heart trapped in a little box and away from love and partnership because of this past situation. Okay. So we get wedding. So this situation involves marriage. Many of you guys, this past situation was somebody that you were in a long-term commitment with. You're being asked to allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This is also an energy of trying something new. So I feel like this person is going to come towards you with a lot of passion. Again, I feel like it might be somebody from a culture. Like if you're from a place where, you know, PDA isn't a thing, or, you know, you're maybe a little bit more reserved, I feel like this person's going to be very romantic, very in your face about how they feel about you. That might sort of turn you off at first. Love yourself first, so always choose yourself first, Sag. Okay, and trust. So we get trust coming out twice. I think this came out in the Taurus reading, but I'm not so sure if it was Taurus or not. But this situation is calling for you to have faith. And look at that. As I said that, we have the Hierophant. Isn't it the Hierophant here at the bottom? Yeah, and look, I think the Taurus reading also had trust and trust coming out. So Taurus is going to be really strong for you. This person could be a Taurus. I feel like the person coming towards you also, this person, I don't know, I feel like they have a lot of money, or they want to offer you the world, and they might sort of try to sweep you off your feet. You're going to be a little bit hesitant about that. They might want to take you on a trip, or they want to show you their favorite little small town in France, or whatever it is. You know, it's like you're being asked to sort of trust this situation. And look, she's a little bit distrustful. You know, he's all in, and she's like, I don't know. So I feel like that's your energy. Again, this is not a gender specific reading, but look at the bottom of the deck. We get free yourself from your ex, because I see that there's a lot of heartbreak associated with that past connection. And because this is your true love, Sag. So, wow, you know, really amazing. Beautiful energy coming towards you. You're not going to trust this person at first, or you're not going to trust love, because I think you've put up a lot of boundaries and barriers to your heart because you've been played in the past. But Spirit wants you to have this. You know, we see this little divine timing. You know, you've been alone long enough, Sag. Okay. So we see, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Yes, beautiful. We get manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So I do see that Eight of Wands. You are manifesting this, whether you realize it or not, okay? You know, it may be, you know, something that you planted in the quantum field years ago, you know, maybe even when you were growing up, and this is, you know, you're being delivered your person. And look at that. We get 3 cards of trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. This is going to seem like a miracle. This is going to be something, this is a person that you're not really going to believe. You might not even believe they're into you because they are so, they're wearing their heart on their sleeve. They're all about you. They want to sweep you off your feet, and you're not going to trust it. You're going to be like, am I being catfished? Am I being, taken advantage of? This person might be a bit younger than you. Maybe not. There might be an age difference, but there's definitely some sort of cultural difference here between you guys, or the way that you behave. And we see life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. So Spirit's saying, trust this journey. This is being brought to you. And, I know that your trust has been broken in the past, Sag. So now's your time. Okay, now's your time to really enjoy this. So I'm going to leave it there, sending you lots of love and light. Take care.